they always underestimate the quality of the data when they start their AI projects. That's one major concern. And it's a kind of loop where we use AI to optimize our data management as well. So I think we're a bit over the hype cycle. Well, we're definitely over the hype cycle of AI, where there had been promises made that AI will solve all these kind of things. And then we came to the conclusion that it is harder to implement these systems, especially because you will need more sophisticated infrastructure and architecture, and as well the data quality, which was not up to a point where you could get the right outcome. As you know, garbage in, garbage out. This is still the principle. I mean, we've been preaching this for the last 30 years in data management, and now it's even more obvious into AI. So there is still a risk that we are not understanding what we can get from AI.
Eve, do you think that the generative AI is going to create a new push for better data quality out there, or the fact that now there's an even more compelling business case to have better data quality?
Yeah, I think definitely generative AI will help in this respect because it can help you analyze your data in an easier way. We've been discussing that in the previous sessions as well, where you say it can analyze a huge amount of data and help you get those insights and be more predictive on the issues which are into your data to get a better outcome.
So yeah, data quality would be my number one issue as well. But it's not just about the quality of the data, it's about which data do we use. And if you have not attended to what we call data architecture over the years, and you have so much data replication going on to various standards that different departments have created, then you're going to have a hard time deciding which data is right for artificial intelligence. You may not even have enough data if you haven't been capturing all the data that was possible to capture over the years. And big data presents new challenges. Big data is the basis for artificial intelligence, and that brings new challenges. The old ways of data quality, which are tried and true, and we try to lock things down real tight, those don't apply. We're talking about a different type of data, streaming data that's coming in very rapidly that you can't look at almost record by record. You don't want to burden that sort of ingest with that sort of thing. So it requires a new look at data quality and a look at data architecture.
Well, but what would somebody say that, hey, yeah, theoretically, in a perfect world, we would have had a much better data architecture a number of years ago, but we don't. Now it's not like we have time to go back and re-architect it, or do we need to go back and re-architect it?
Yeah, William mentioned streaming. I thought that was a fantastic point to bring out. Streaming architectures. I just came back from the Confluent event down in Austin, and Citizens Bank was talking about how they have gone almost 85% on the cloud now, and a streaming architecture is the new way of doing business. So if you can tackle issues way upstream, that's going to solve all kinds of downstream problems. And that does require a re-architecting of your entire environment. So I don't think it's necessarily too much of a mission to undertake to think about recreating your information architecture, because if you go with a streaming data platform and you do it right, you're going to solve so many problems. I mean, they talked about how just on the customer experience side, I realize this isn't necessarily risk, but there is some operational risk there. They're able to populate new information about a customer across all their system in minutes instead of days. So these kinds of things provide tremendous value if you do them right. And I think that the time is nigh to do that.
But do you really need to go back and redefine the architecture then? I'll pose that question. Or can we tactically take advantage of it?
It's best if you re-architect, for sure. If you have the capacity to do that, at least begin that process, and then tactical incremental steps along the way get you there. But have the big picture, have the big vision to change, to leverage these new technologies, because you solve so many problems in doing so.
Yeah, I wouldn't say about purely re-architecturing. If you look at your new projects and then start with a more microservices approach, that will help you be ready for this more composable architecture, which gives you the flexibility and don't need to completely re-architecture all systems, because otherwise you lose a lot of valuable time of adopting these new technologies.
And William, you were about to add something to that, I can see.
Well, realistically, you have to fold in maturity step by step, because nobody says, okay, let's re-architect the whole thing. So you have to pick your battles, decide that you know where you are and where you need to be. There's a standard you need to bring it to, and make the right strategic moves to get there. And that requires a lot of expertise in a lot of different disciplines in order to make that happen.